It's very simple. You need this times 2. Hold up. Oh, magic, baby. And look, one is filled with that water, and it's pretty close to the top. So, if I were home, maybe I wouldn't have 2 exactly matching cups. Don't ask why. I tend to break things, so I have a lot of unmatched sets. Don't judge. Anyway, these can be 2 separate things. You're going to fill up the smaller volume of the 2 to almost entirely full with water, or something that's you're not afraid to spill. Don't put red wine in there and then jump on your white carpet. Slightly incompatible combination. Be okay with spilling it. And like I said, I want you to fill it, the smaller of the 2 or the equivalent, fill it pretty close to the top. All right. We want to have a high stakes game getting played, get a little bit of saucy. It's a back workout, if you couldn't tell from the cheesy title. And all you need is the floor and these 2 cups, and you fill that one with water. All right, give you a little moment to do so. Also, you notice I got my mat here, the star of the show. So make sure you're on kind of a soft floor space. If you're on a hard floor and you don't have a rug or carpet or any of that stuff, go ahead and pull out a bath towel, lay it out nice, and that should provide a little bit of padding for you. Or feel free to do this on a mattress. And that's in no way an invitation to be lazy. But, I can see myself doing this in bed, and it'll be fine. So get your soft floor, get your 2 cups, fill one all the way up with water, kind of like Steve and I did last week. And let's get cracking, shall we? Oh, Naseem's in the house. Thank you for joining me. It's great to see you in the chat. If you're just joining us, you need some soft floor space and 2 cups of any variety. They could even be some of those fancy Friday drink glasses I see you guys pulling out. Maybe some wine glasses. And fill one with water. All right. You'll catch up. We're going to warm up first. We know back days here are all about the motion of the shoulder blades themselves, and the arms are simply extensions of that thing. So let's work just that. I'm going to sit comfortably, could be cross-legged, whatever. Hands on something. I'm going to use those to pry my shoulder blades as far forward as I can. And if you've been working at the office today, at the desk, some of this stuff behind the neck is probably a little bit tight. So really get aggressive with cranking the shoulder blades forward. Find that stretch between the spine and the shoulder blades. And then we'll do the exact opposite. I'm going to squeeze the blades back, stick my chest out through the gap, look up a little bit with the chin. From the back view, sit back, rounding the shoulder blades, push the spine back behind you, do what you qualify as bad posture. And then we'll do the opposite. Squeeze the blades together, get that shirt to fold, stick the chest out, chin up. From all the way back view, roll shoulder blades forward, pull them, and then squeeze the blades together, look up. We'll continue this for the next minute-ish. Roll, stick the chest out. Roll back, stretch the blades, grind forward, stick the chest out. Very nice. Start the slow, full breath with the added challenge, of course, this week of trying to use your nose as much as possible. Today's cardio demand will be moderate, so it's a reasonable challenge to ask you to try to only nose inhale during this entire class. And like we said yesterday, it's got a lot of benefits, but in particular this time right now, the reason we're stuck inside doing this home workout today is because of the terrible air quality due to these super dangerous wildfires that are kind of right on our doorstep. So we're inside, running the AC if you have access to it. and trying our best to habitually use the nose for inhales, because we got that whole sinus system that's been evolved to filter out all kinds of stuff. Good. Now we're going to add the rotation of the humerus, the humeri, humeruses, knuckles behind the love handles. I'm going to roll those elbows forward and stretch the infraspinatus. Another one, if you're stuck in the office today, putting weight down on the elbows, doing this whole thing, you've abused these muscles. You've taught them how to cast up and be immobile. So this stretch might be really tight for you. That's fine. Roll the elbows forward and then make a tight fist. Squeeze them back. Roll the elbows forward. Tight fist. Squeeze them back. Stick the chest out. Do this for about 30 seconds. And then we'll get cracking. As you can imagine, with the soft mat, we're going to be doing some belly down work. We're going to be on our face. So make sure you're ready for that. Really, we only need soft floor that's as large as the exposed surface area of the hips. So you could have a folded up towel or a hoodie or a pillow even doing the job. We don't really need the whole mat length. So don't stress about that. Great. Shake it out. We're on our backs first on the floor. And I want you to imagine this movement. I've got two handles on a band or cable attachments, and I'm rowing backwards. And I'm squeezing those shoulder blades together behind me. Just drill that a few times so you can feel it. Chest out, shoulders back. Chest out, shoulders back. It's definitely not that, but that. Practice this a few times, make a tight fist out of it. We can imagine if we extend it all the way, this would be a regular full range of motion row. But all day today, I want you thinking shoulder blades back, chest forward through the gap. We should see none of that stuff. Don't push the elbows back, push the shoulders back. A couple more of these. Great, now for round one, it's just gonna be kind of a natural width. So for me, it's like 45-ish. And I'm saying the spine to the arm angle. This would be wide, this would be narrow. We'll work both of those, but we're gonna work right here for the first one, okay? So I'm on my back in this orientation. Check it out. I'm gonna have my feet all the way straight today, all the way flat out to provide some counterweighting. Narrow, wide, I'm working that 45, right? Hands are up in the sky. Chest gets big already. Now, if my hands are in the sky here, I can crunch a little bit. Let's try that. Your abs are strong enough to lift your body just a little bit. Look how much lift we're able to get. Some of you might be able to do that full sit-up, right? But at least we can use the abs, that six-pack rectus abdominis, and get the chest up a little bit. All right? Now, putting those arms down in that 45, fingertips up to the ceiling. I'm using a little bit of that crunch and a lot of bit of this pushing the elbows down to the floor to get my torso up. And I'm lowering myself back down with control. Watch out for this trap. Watch out for that. Shoulder blades should be back. Lift up, slowly lower down. Lift up and kind of like bra strapping above of my spine, just getting off the floor a little bit. Hips are staying, of course. We're gonna do this for 40 seconds, those repetitions. Figure it out. This is kind of newish for us. You'll notice the abs are working, but as we get warmed up behind the shoulder blades, start calling upon that push down for more of the motion than anything else. Collarbone up, chin up to the ceiling. Getting crunches, but trying our best to work back. Good. That's our 40. Now for the next 40, we're going to hold it at the top. You know, we're stronger isometrically than we are moving. So I got the timer on. I'm lifting up, putting my hands down, and use the pressure on the elbows to keep your torso off the ground. Let me turn a little bit so you can see how much of my back is off. Right, like so. And as we settle into this, try to turn your abs off. Try to not take so much from the crunch, and instead depend a lot on that elbows driving down. Carrying the weight of our upper body with the forearms and the elbows. Remember, lifting the chest up to the ceiling, and just handle it. 5 seconds left. Perfect. Relax. And right off the bat, you should notice some ab tension, but also a lot of stuff going on behind the shoulders. If your abs are stronger, more capable, more mobile, you might have been calling upon those a little more. I fell into that trap, but as we go in the future rounds, let's really focus on that. Pushing back, pushing back, pushing back. Awesome. Shall we get into our cups? First round is easy. When we come around the second time, it'll be all kinds of crazy and dangerous. Oh, I'm on my belly. I got the cups in front of me. One of them is full with water, as you know already. You should already have that set up. Like so. I want my knees off the ground. I want my torso as much as I can lifted. Arms are going to reach out straight. Real simple. We're going to pour the water out of one into the other while our elbows stay off the ground. We're going to do it 10 times back and forth. I'm going to count out loud. Try to stick with my pace. Here's 1, pour. Good. Here goes 2. Try not to spill. And keep the legs off the ground. 3. Elbows off the floor as well. 4. Lift that torso. Starting to feel the middle back. 5. Pour it out. Good. And breathe through the nose. 6. Did I skip 5? Maybe? We'll do another 6 then. Oh, yeah. Good. 7. Keep the arms off the ground. Don't spill. 8. 9. And last one, 10. And drop the cups. Oh, perfect. Should feel that upper and middle back quite a bit. All right. Get yourself upright. You know we love these tailbone balances here, working the gut and the hip flexors. So I'm up. I got the 2 cups. Between my legs, I'm going to pour one into the other. Great. Get yourself set up. Now you can join me. Here goes the first pour of 10. 1. Use those nose inhales. Cross and 2. And if you fall and spill, just laugh about it. We're meant to fail a couple times today, all right? So enjoy. 3. Scissor. Pour. 4. Both heels stay off the ground. Scissor. Pour. 5. Halfway. Scissor. Pour. 6. And if this is easy, just wait till next round. Scissor. Pour. We're going to add that weird transition. Scissor. Pour. 7. Scissor. Pour. 8. Scissor. Pour. 9. And scissor. Pour. 10. And relax. Put those cups aside. Let's repeat this on our back, that lifting, then the hold at our 45 degree, at our regular row width. And like I said, call less upon the crunching and call more upon the pushing of the arms back. I spoke quite a bit too. The camera doesn't show it, but I'll reveal at the end with a close-up how much water is about me. Cool. Back on the floor, on our backs. 40 seconds. Put the elbows out, a little bit flared. And we're crunching and using the elbows to help, especially on the way down. So if you crunch up, make the elbows carry all the way on the way down. Make those elbows really do work. 40 seconds, timer's on. Get some slow repetitions, don't rush. Look for the quality, look for the coordination that it takes to pack the work into the upper back. Yes, the crunching is there, but I want you to drive those elbows down pretty firmly, pretty aggressively. And you see how small the range is, right? We're barely getting lift off the ground. Good, there's time. Now, 40 seconds, we're holding. Timer's on. Let's lift up, put the forearms down. Stay. Make sure that upper back is off the ground. That middle bra strap area of the back is off the ground. We're depending on those elbows. Starting to get heavy now. Lift the chest, lift the ribs, commit. Less than 10 seconds left. Stick with me. Relax. There's 40. That time felt much more the back doing its work. Great. Okay, we repeat the 2-cup pouring, but there's a catch this round. All right. Once we're done pouring in front of us with the Superman, we're going to try to rotate into the boat without putting the cups down, without having either elbow touch the floor. It's going to look kind of like this. I'm pouring, I'm pouring, I'm pouring, I'm pouring. We did the last pour. Keep the elbows off the ground. And we're going to roll up to the boat. And to finish, we're going to try to roll back to the Superman. Without touching your elbows to the ground, and ideally without spilling. Of course, that's the real catch, the real challenge. All right. So 10 of those Superman pours. Try to flip. Straight into 10 of the boat pose pours with the figure eights. On your belly, pick a direction you're going to roll to. Make sure you got space for it and padding for it. Shall we begin? Lift the legs, lift the torso. Pour number 1. Pour number 2. Elbows off the ground and nose inhales. Pour number 3. Pour 4. Sure enough, pour 5 is next. And the 6er. 7. 8. 9. Here goes pour 10. Now, carefully, the feet can touch the floor, but keep the elbows off the ground. Oh, and I'm spill free. Beautiful. Come up to that boat. If you spilled, laugh it off. Join me. Pour in the boat number 1. Pour number 2. And we'll figure out our technique over time. Pour number 3 for that roll around. That's the real challenge. Pour 4. Pour 5, I almost spilled. Pour 6. In that space between. Pour 7. And the heels stay off the floor. I know you can't see with the camera. Pour 8, but I assure you, try to stay honest. Pour 9. And the final pour 10, and we'll try another roll around. It could be in the same direction or back to where we were. I'm gonna try to go back to where we were. Elbows don't touch the floor. And we're back. Drop the cups. Oh, yes. Very good. Okay, on our backs, doing those back lifts. But now we have wide arms. Think of a high row on the cable machine or on the bands. That should move the tension a little bit higher up the back and a little bit into the rear delts. Everything else is the same. Lift with the crunches help. When it's time to do the hold, we'll flatten the elbows out and make a fist. Push with the back of the fist like so. Cool. I'll angle a little bit so you can see what's going on. Out here. Got my legs straight. I'm lifting in that space. 40 seconds of those lifts begins now. Timer's up. Lift. Lift. And make the negatives difficult. Make the way down very much on those back muscles. Make indents on the floor with the backs of your arms, with the elbows. Really get diligent with the driving down. Lift that chest straight up. Show the collarbones at the ceiling. We're gonna hear the beep. Good, we reset. Now it's the hold. So come up, straighten the arms out, put the pinkies down with the fist. Wow, that's heavy. Barely lifting the shoulder blades off the ground. This one's super difficult. I'm shaking. Of course, my hips are still down, my middle back is still down, but shoulder blades and up is lifted. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 15 seconds remain. Try to lift more of the spine, more vertebrae up, shoulder blades back, chest up to the ceiling. Drive down firmly. Be aggressive. In 5 seconds, hang on. Hang in there with me. And relax. And if you put the weight of your torso on those arms, all the way across the upper back, got some weird tension. Serious, serious tension. We're back to the Superman 10 pores. Roll around, boat pose, 10 pores. You know, we might as well make it 11. We know we can survive 10. 11 it is. Good suggestion, thank you. Starting on the belly, 11 pores, do the roll, boat pose, 11 pores, do the roll back. Let's do it. And we're up. Lift the legs, lift the elbows, and 1. And 2. And 3. Lift that torso up. And 4. Good. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Don't forget the 11. Here comes 11. Perfect. Now without touching the elbows to the ground, go for that roll. Try not to spill. Very funky rotational stuff. Come on up. Find the boat. And let's pour. 11. Switch. 10 back. Switch. 9. Switch. 8. Scissor. 7. Swap. 6. Swap. 5. Make sure you're breathing. Swap. 4. Swap. 3. Swap. 2. Swap. 1. And don't forget that final roll. Back to Superman. Elbows stay off the ground. Oh, and there's my spill. Drop the cups. Very nice. Lovely job. Well done. On our backs again. We did the regular, we did the wide. I bet you can guess what's next. Narrow, and eventually when we straighten arms, they'll come down this way. And the palms will go flat on the floor. So it's very lat isolation here. Oh, what's up? Might as well take this break because the chat is finally happening. Welcome, Nasim, May. Who else is in here? Identify yourselves. If you don't know, there's a little chat utility. Am I pointing to the right side? Well, I know I'm pointing to the right side. Am I pointing to the correct side? Or maybe it's down here. Hello? Oh, what's up? Is this your friend, Nasim? Azarine. Am I saying that properly? Welcome. Great to have you here. Lovely. Thanks for joining us. How much have you spilled? Hopefully not as much as me. If I were home, this would be a problem. Oh, impressive. So my challenge to you, Azarine, is go back to the sink, put more water in the cup so it's closer to the top. And Nasim spilled all. May, how about you? Spilling? Oh, now you're lying. Okay, now that I challenge you extra. You know what? We should all go put more water in. I'll be right back. Everybody, more water. Get crazy. 30 seconds. I'm back. Okay, just to prove it to you. It's decently full. And yep, it's about to get crazy. Oh, where were we? Oh yes, the narrow back lifts. So here's the movement again, just like the warm up. Look at the back. I want this. Make that crease happen. Get the shoulder blades back behind you. I'm on my back. The legs are out straight. Narrow. So the inside of the arm is rubbing up against the torso. Like so. Lift up and down. And when it's time for the hold, we're going there. Oh, it's going to be heavy. 40 seconds of pulsing, of repetitions, starts now. Up. Up. Do it. And with this variation, I'm almost able to do all arms and no crunch. So see if you can approach that for yourself as well. Try to find that coordination. And get ready for that hold, because it's going to be nasty. Lift as much of the torso as you can. Get that bra line off the ground. Good, there's our timer. Prepare for the hold. Timer's on. I'm up. Flatten the hands. Wow. I might fail on this one. Keep that torso lifted. Let's go. 20 seconds. Ah! Ooh. This is the hardest of them all for sure. Chest up, shoulders back. Less than 10 seconds. Hang with me. Hang with me. Stay lifted. If you fall and get back up, wait for the bell. Relax, relax, relax. We did it. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Really good. Really, really good. Final challenge with the cups is simple. We're going to try to get 2 full sets before we set them down. So that means on the belly, 11. Do the turn. Bow pose, 11. Do the turn. Once again, 11 in the belly and the final turn, 11 in the book. So 2 sets of 11 in each of the exercises. So 4 total sets of 11 pores. Ready to rock? Good luck. Let's make it happen. On the belly. Oh, let me put the extra water in. Oh, what were we thinking? This is a bad idea. Okay, shall we? We're up, and we're up. Let's go. 11. Wow. 10, I'm for sure gonna spill. 9. Lift that torso. 8. If you're feeling a little strain on the neck, you're supposed to. It's a good thing. Your neck's getting stronger right now. 8. 7. I think I added one. No worries. 6. 5. Lift that torso. 4. Keep the arms up. 3. 2. 1. Oh, there's the spill. Okay. Try to flip. Elbows off the ground. It's getting harder each round. And we're up. Here goes the boat pose. Between the legs. 11. Careful with that extra water. 10. 9. And I'll take this moment to say thank you for doing this ridiculous shit with me. 8. Way more fun with you all. 7. So thanks for that. 6. I appreciate this ability to get together even though we're not able to do it physically today. Hopefully tomorrow classes are back on. Stay tuned. 5. Supposed to get a little bit of air quality in the forecast. We'll see what happens. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now we got to turn back. Oh, big spill there. Okay. Elbows off the ground. Good luck. Here we go. 11. 10. Torso lift. 9. 8. Get as much of your chest off the ground as possible. 7. And may I remind you, those nose inhales. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. I got puddles. Last one. Good, and here goes a final turn. Ooh, big spill. Major spill. Scoot so I'm on camera. Now you can see it. All right, this is it. 11 pours from the boat. 11. 10. 9. Get calm with the nose breathing. 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, finish strong, one more, get into it, and relax, drop the cups. Oh. Who knew? These could be so deadly. Oh. Awesome. Very nicely done. One final challenge, of course, is not done yet. Yes, a true pool party. I mean, do you see, by the way? I feel like it's coming across in the camera. Oh, there's another one. Spill, spill. Spills along the entire pathway of turning around, that's for damn sure. Wow. All right, here we go. You're gonna pick any of those 3 positions. Here, here, here. Wherever you felt the strongest. And we're gonna double hold. That means 80 seconds. Minute and 20. It's just a hold, just isometric. Your abs will get fried a little bit. And hopefully those upper back muscles will get involved too. But it's up to us and our coordination. These are tricky moves. If you did a lot of the home stuff over the initial March through June period of this year, you know a lot of these moves at home require us to get creative and use our imagination. One body or one part of the body is the weight machine, the other part is doing the dynamic work. This stuff is no different, right? So we could use all abs for this, but I want you to focus more on the driving of the elbows into the floor and having that be the stuff that keeps your torso up. And the abs are just a secondary help to maintain things. So choose your position. I'm probably gonna do, I like that narrow one quite a bit. So I'm gonna be like a little bit in from 45. Maybe you can join me. Minute and 20 on the clock. If you need to take breaks, it's all great. No worries. Legs are down straight. We're gonna lift up, flatten those elbows down. Timer begins now. Broad shoulders, lift the chest through the gap, and get proud, get tall with that. Nose inhale, get in the zone. Chin up. And it looks like we're halfway already. Great job. 40 seconds remaining. Reset your posture. Lift the chest. Turn off the abs a little bit. Make the arms do the work. 25 seconds. Stick with me. Driving the elbows into the ground. Make divots. Make craters with those elbows. Shaking like crazy. 10 seconds left. Push those arms into the ground. Get stubborn with it. Give yourself some upgrades today. And relax. Beautiful. Oh, excellent work. We're going to finish with that double infraspinatus stretch. We did it in the warm-up. Knuckles behind the back. Roll the elbows forward. If you've got a good butterfly, if you've got a good flexible squat, like I think some of us in the chat here do, you can pull The elbow as far across the body as possible. And then use the leg on that side, use the thigh. So we're here. I'm going to use this thigh to capture that elbow point. And you can feel the extra stretch behind the shoulder, that external rotator group, infraspinatus namely. And if we can do it to that one, maybe we can do it to the other at the same time. And then we thigh master in gently and bring those elbows forward. Just so you can see where my hands are, they're kind of drifting off. They started back here, and then as I pulled them in, they drifted off a little bit. That's fine. Now, if none of that shit is available to you, don't worry. As long as you feel the stretch, somewhere in this joint, you're getting something good. Roll the elbows forward. Some of us tend to feel it in the front, side, but in reality, the infraspinatus lines the back of the shoulder blade itself, the back of the scapula. And it does this action. It rotates out. But it also carries a lot of the pressure when we're posting up on the arm. So if you're getting pain here, if you're getting tightness here, get your elbows off the damn desk. All right, carry the weight of your torso here. Or go lazy mode. Recline a little bit on the chair and do your stuff here. If you got one of those fancy office chairs with the big adjustable armrests, make them super low and flare them out to the sides so you don't even have access to those things, right? Let your elbows hang, let your arms hang, make the torso do the postural work and avoid that posting. If you do long drives, get your arm out of the window, get your arm off that center console. Same thing in my car, I keep that center console flipped open so it's very uncomfortable and I don't have any cushion that encourages me to get off it. Let's do the stretch. Also, 1:20, timer's on. Maybe that's it for you. Or consider grabbing those elbows and then thigh mastering it. Ooh, that's nice. And just relax. This is a passive stretch, a long hold. You only do these at the ends of workouts. Be gentle with yourself. Let the chin drop. And I really can't see the timer right now. Obviously, my wrist is all cranked. So we'll just relax until we hear the beep. Get into your nose breathing at the moment. If at any moment it feels too vulnerable, ease yourself out. Don't worry. This is a strange stretch. And I'm starting to feel like my shoulder's ready to slip out of its socket. Oh, and there's our bell. Okay, so very gently come out. Open up the shoulders. Let's do the opposite rotation. That means reach back like two baseball pitches. I'm up and reaching back. Give the arms a little wiggle, get some blood happening. Solid. Excellent work. Thank you for joining me. And Hazareen, thanks for jumping in. Hopefully you can join us again. This will live on the YouTube, just like all of the previous 106 full-length home workouts. Thank you, Nasim. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was a good challenge too. I know, you can see I'm sweating, right? That's real sweat because the air conditioning is on. Can't see it, but it's cooling. Real sweat. Feel free to send this to friends, obviously. You know, like I said, it's gonna live on that YouTube page, as well as all the previous ones that we did over the past several months. And be safe out there. Breathe through your nose. Take a hot shower, enjoy that steam. It's gonna help you cough some of the bullshit up that you've absorbed over the past couple days. In your car, use that inside circulating setting the max AC setting. At home, try to run the AC a little bit, or at least something through a filtered situation. Stay hydrated so your mucus is runny and able to cough up. You know, be positive, all right? And thank you for your understanding. Yet another day where I was forced to cancel our classes. We will be back for sure. Hopefully tomorrow at 6 a.m. But please stay tuned on Instagram and I'll let y'all know what's up. All right. Be positive. Have a great day. Spread the good. Have a nice evening. Mwah.